Hello and welcome back to Lords of Shadow. Picking things off, we've now got a new power-up to toy around with.
Oh boy.
And by toy around
Hi.
with, we mean get tutorials on.
Yeah, well I skipped to those tutorials for the most part.
So you can now punch things.
Is the Dark Gauntlet is by far one of the best relics you get in this game. It allows you to do a ridiculously powerful charged attack that, well, requires some skill to pull off when you're fighting enemies. If you're good enough with it, you can kill a lot of enemies in one hit.
So you'll be using it sparingly.
I'll be using it here and there. Getting really good with it is tricky though, because it is such a short-ranged attack, and you're immobile when you're charging it.
And you are Ozzy.
Yeah. Come on, give me some credit here. As you can see, it can also use the charge punch to move like large objects like this.
Yeah, it's a MacGuffin.
But it's
Better
a use.
MacGuffin than a Kami Dogu.
Dramatic scenes, I suppose.
No, I just think I killed commentary there with the Kami Dogu joke there.
Maybe slightly.
I have
think
no
I
idea
see.
what we're talking about.
And I still love how there's dead bodies like in places where how the fuck did they even end up?
This is one of those moments in the game where they really like to showcase these really panoramic shots, but in all honesty, all it does is make it hard to judge your jump.
And
Yeah.
also they are not and platforming in these type of heavy COC jumping in the pit. But yeah, these type of like freaking jumping thingamajig in any of these games is stupid. Like holy shit, this is action game. Why there is in my
Mine, platforming in it. When the game forces these particular angles, and sometimes they'll force a camera angle that you disagree with. You think, boy, this is really disadvantage to me.
But artistic vision.
Man,
Your gameplay experience is less important than the developer's artistic vision. That's why they do that.
that is stupid.
I agree.
that's why nobody really liked the new DMC.
I like the new DMC. It's not perfect, but it's good.
You like the new DMC and you like Lords of Shadow. I think we're beginning to find a pattern.
I
No,
don't.
that's
I don't
I played the
like
fifth.
it's got problems.
the DMC. Well, there's people who like it, but not like Bethesda series. Some
Yes.
Oh look, Tinkerbell. Now, where's Peter Pan?
It's Nappy! Squish him! Squish him!
before it starts to yell at you. Oh, and yeah, damn it.
Yeah, those were fairies, and you get a fairy container to put fairies in, which for some reason they give you. They want to be captured.
More dead bodies.
I have no explanation.
It's like
I don't think the game has a legitimate explanation.
It doesn't. They literally just come out and say, "Here, take this."
We need this power up, but we can't think of how to give it to you, so we're just gonna kinda have you have it now.
It was dangerous to go
That
along.
was
I told you
glorious.
to take it.
Did
That's
you
glorious.
purposely?
Wow.
Did you do that on purpose?
For whatever reason, you just see the like glowing blue spark that it signifies you can use like
Yes.
for whatever reason it disappeared and I couldn't get
Yeah,
the shield
the
back
game
up. So it
glitched
jumped off.
because it's a bad game.
Hey, not all bad games are considered to be glitchy messes. Let's take a look at Fallout 3.
This is
Fallout
true.
3 is a fantastic game. But is it a glitchy mess? Fuck, yes it is. Is it better than Fallout New Vegas? Oh, by leaps and fucking bounds.
I like it for New Vegas.
Well, when you have it crash on you 21 times on console, yeah, no.
Yeah, I
New Vegas was really buggy.
I'm PC Master Race, so yeah, we have that.
More like PC Master Bader. Oh!
Well, that too, but why not talk about that in public?
Anyways, unfortunately, even though we were given the fairy container, it has no fairies in it. We need to go get some in order to progress to this level.
Okay, I have a question. So what is this game?
The what now?
What do the fairies do, Ozzy?
Well, the fairies basically act as kind of like distractions. They'll home in on an enemy and then buzz about them, annoying them with petty questions. I don't know.
So basically, they
They're
God,
good against
Billy
really
is
dumb. They're really good. It's really low enemies because they'll just be pestered and distracted and lets you get easy kills. If you're using light magic when you use a fairy, they basically become homing missiles.
What?
No, I'm not joking.
That's okay.
So,
You're using a living creature as a ballistic missile.
Willingly a ballistic creature.
so when you use the good light magic, you make the living creatures become kamikaze selves.
Essentially. I like to think they're reincarnated.
The fuck game. 2 words. The fuck.
Yeah, anyways, you need to get this warg here in order to climb up those vines there.
Because reasons.
I can hang from ledges, but I can't climb vines. Maybe they're poison ivy, so you didn't want to get itchy.
No, don't! Not that way!
You talk about
Okay. This is where I make a mistake. I realized that the path I took isn't the correct way. It's actually a shortcut back down to where I'm supposed to go back to later.
so that you cannot go back up.
No, I can go back up. It just means I have to go get another war, climb up the vines again, and get back up here. So I cut to this point.
Thank you.
Yay, beating magic. Yeah.
That is somewhat player hostile.
One thing I really love though about the dark magic is when you throw knives charged with dark magic, it actually does a significant amount more damage. And there's the charge punch, pretty much letting me stun this creature and do a grab attack to finish it off. Again, I can't stress enough how good charge punches are in this game when you know the best time to use it.
Uh-huh.
And most likely I would basically just punch everything.
Well, of course. Why wouldn't you?
Also, we're there. There's 3 towers in this area essentially. Each top at the top of each tower is a ferry.
And you need all of them.
Yeah.
Because plot, I guess.
The main reason is because the ferries that you need are going to be used to lift this major stone slab that's in your path.
So
I was-
yes, plot.
I was waiting you to say lift this major plot hole.
Honestly, this area.
Because
Kinda,
they give you the item to basically capture them and contain them, and then now you're headed to go ahead and capture said 3 of them to progress the plot.
This is honestly one of the larger levels in the game. It's pretty big compared to the other ones, and not just like it's not long because of cutscenes either.
Puzzle solved!
Continue the game. Solved. Years experience.
Well,
Yay.
one of the bodies of the soldiers I've been picking up, the scrolls off them, will often give you a clue at the cost of the puzzle solve reward. So if you get stuck, you can get a hint.
Yeah. And no offense at this point, if the main protagonist didn't have shirt on and didn't have any hair, you could call this game God of War, because holy shit. This is basically looking like exactly like such.
It basically is, really.
I don't even remember what the fuck this Belmont's name was.
Gabriel.
Generic Belmont versus the God of War Kratos.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, Kratos will win that one.
generic Belmont, so that.
Well, generic Belmont with insert spoiler here. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that to people.
Yeah. Also, if you couldn't tell, the game likes to do this a lot. You'll have to carry around this kind of like pillar to stick into this crank, and you have to carry it around, stick it into the other crank in order to open more doors.
Damn close crank.
Very, very inconvenient.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be so bad if carrying the thing wasn't so slow.
Why not turn it into a secondary weapon where you can hit things with it? You
That'd
know,
be
as a,
too God of War.
It would also be better.
It would be kind of neat. Anyways, that's the second ferry we need.
Hey, only one more plot
yay,
that we needed.
fairies?
Ferries!
Only one more pixie to enslave.
Willing slave.
Hey.
Yeah,
this-
you keep telling yourself that.
Okay,
They
no,
gave us the
not-
container.
okay, hold on. If they're not, no, they wouldn't be slaves. They are indentured servants. That's what they are.
What?
Slaving means you're forcing them. Indentured servitude is they're doing it to get paid later on. Granted
Like, what
that this
kind of
game
payment?
this game never figured out any sort of plot whatsoever.
And
So,
what
yeah,
kind of
the
payment? What kind of
The
payment?
payment that they would be getting is
Hey.
death.
Yes, exactly. So, how's that better?
Best kind of payment.
The payment is you're going to get blown up on my enemies when I'm done with you.
Because the pixels are no longer in the
That's
video.
if I decide to use light magic with them, because all the fairies, the daggers, all the kind of like side weapons you get, they're very situational. You want to use them specifically against certain enemies, because otherwise the fairies will just do pretty much nothing, even when they're charged with light magic.
I don't think that count for or against my point. I think that's fairly irrelevant to my point.
What is fairies are still fucked?
I'm just saying that if I don't charge them with light magic, then they don't technically die. They do their job and then go away.
It still seems very cruel to me.
We're talking about the guy that
well,
walked
if you-
around a continent enslaving sentient creatures to do battle for him.
Well, if you didn't know this yet, this is game isn't about My Little Pony. We need to talk about Meta Sigma about those games.
Oh dear God, no.
I am now confused. I have no idea where that came from.
Nor do I. But now I have an idea. A sick idea.
No! No!
9!
Stop!
Yeah.
Now that we've got all 3 fairies, we can get out of this level. Like I said, this is one of the longest levels in the entire game. Just because of all the ground you have to cover.
And
How
how many
did-
times you die.
How did you die this time when you fall down? Because last time,
Gravity.
well, first time he went in this way by accident. He didn't die when he dropped it down, and this time he died.
Well, you
No,
should
you actually
drop
die. My health is. I only lose a little bit of health every time I accidentally fall like that. Trust me, you would have saw the book open up and it said "Game Over," dramatic music, and "Hey, jerk!" Luckily, you don't have to fight these things. There's time. This, I guess, pillar down. Because if you can't already tell, I'm pretty sick of this level. I just want to get it done.
I'm pretty sick of this level too.
It's stupid when you game throw you like then I don't like level and you then they look like this freaking long as fuck level. Because why fuck not?
Well, here. This game is stupid. There we go.
You already know that. Oh no, new combos available.
The only one I really want right now is the Landslide Punch. That one's by far the best you can get. Fortunately, I'm still short.
No Daivu Punchu for you.